What's up, beautiful human? It's that time again when we're all thinking about the prospect of a new year and all the potential that it brings. You know, new year, maybe new you. So why is it that so many New Year's resolutions fall flat? Today we're exploring the science of habits and how we can help to make those healthy habits stick long after the usual mid-February New Year's resolutions expiration date. So first, let's get on the same page with our definition of a habit. So a habit is an action that's repeated so frequently that it becomes automatic. In fact, it even becomes stored in a completely different part of our brains. It's why reversing out of your driveway the first time you did it probably took a lot of mental bandwidth, focus, and concentration. But now you do it on autopilot. It's gone from a new task to a habit, from concentration and effort required to automatic. So how do we shape the repetitive actions we call our habits to be supportive of our mental and emotional well-being? Because what we do repeatedly does shape so much of who we are, how we see the world, and experience life. And that's a pretty worthy pursuit if you ask me. So first things first, we wouldn't redecorate a home without first taking stock of the old furniture, right? Deciding what stays, tossing what goes, cleaning the space. So if you think about that when it comes to redecorating our lives with the new habits, there's really no difference. Step one is taking stock. So let's look at 3 categories, and of course you can continue this exercise later across many more. But for now, grab your journal and write these 3 down. Finances, relationships, health and well-being. And now under each of the 3 categories, write down one habit that you have that you're ready to change. We all know the things we do that aren't so good for us or don't align with the life we want to create and who we want to be. So pause me and write those 3 categories and the 3 habits within them that you're ready to change. Okay, so you know what these habits cost you, right? Like, what is it that continuing these habits will cost you both short-term and long-term? How are these habits negatively impacting you? Pause me and list it out. Now, if that was enough to have you stop, you would have stopped already, right? We think we need to focus on the negative of a habit to shame ourselves into stopping. Being clear on what it costs you is important, sure, but it's actually not enough. The next step is we need to get clear on what you believe you gain, because humans don't do anything that we don't believe we gain from. Truly, sometimes we just think the cost is worth bearing because of what we believe we gain. So here lies the true key to shifting habits. Pause me and write down for each habit what you believe you gain by answering this question. Which need do I believe I'm fulfilling through this habit? And what does this habit get me? Welcome back. So now, using your infinite creative potential, you get to find a new habit that gets you what you believe this old habit gets you, that satisfies the need that you are using this habit to try and fulfill, but that doesn't cost you what this habit costs you. So the question we each get to ask ourselves when reflecting on our own behavior as the radically self-responsible humans that we are is, what need am I trying to get met right now? And is this the healthiest, most loving way to meet that need? So pause me and take your time to seek your own unique solution, because you are the best person for this job. You are intimately acquainted and limitlessly creative. Pause me, you've got this. So 3 new habits, meeting those needs in a healthy and loving way. All right, you have the new habits. How do we make them stick long term? Let's explore. We don't do things that don't align with how we see ourselves. So we also get to evolve how we see ourselves. So for example, when someone who still sees themselves as a smoker tries to quit, they might say something like, "Oh, I'm trying to quit," or "I'm not smoking at the moment," when they're offered a cigarette. But if you offered a cigarette to someone who does not see themselves as a smoker, they'll say, "Oh no, I'm not a smoker." If someone sees themselves as an extremely health conscious person, they are going to act in accordance with that. We learn through narrative, and we each are our own leading lad or lady. So we get to decide who is the character that is me and how do they move in the world. This isn't some static thing that we have no choice in. Science actually shows us that we do have neuroplasticity, which essentially just means that we always have the capacity for change and growth. So sure, you may not see yourself as a really health conscious or confident or financially free person now, or whatever it is for you, but how do we gain trust? Consistent action over time. So trading intensity for consistency. Use your habits as a vote you cast towards being that person that you want to be in the world, towards creating the most badass character in your own life movie. You are that powerful to create who you are in this world, and what better place to start than with the choices you choose repeatedly? Your habits. Next time, we're talking how to nail the basics with our Meditation 101 session. I'll see you there, and until then, stay warm and stay well. Hi, beautiful human. If you enjoyed that little lesson and you want loads more to help you turbocharge 2020, then this month I've teamed up exclusively with Priority to give you free and unlimited access to Lit Up for Life, the coaching platform. And there you'll have free classes on yoga, meditation, plant-based cooking, and so much more. All you have to do is head to litupforlife.com/priority by clicking the link in the app and then entering your code PRIORITY at the checkout. And I'll see you there.